What is going on, people from the tube? Welcome back to another Pancho things. Here we are. We're on the boat. We got stuff everywhere. Went to a spot. You never been here, right? There is Toby. Here's Momo. This lake looks amazing. The only problem is that we have a trolling motor, and in order to get to the areas in this lake, the lake's kind of big, the trolling motor will not get us to other cool spots because of the amount of battery that it will consume. So we decided to go into a little spot where we have to our left we have open water, in front we have a hole with lily pads, and on to the right is all lily pad mayhem and dogweed and you name it. Now, where we're sitting right now is supposed to be dirt. We're supposed to be in dry land. But I think that because of the rain, all of this flooded. So that's not the case. So we are going to pretty much, when shooting light comes, which is in about 3 hours, we are going to get in between the vegetation. He's gonna take one side, I'm gonna take the other one, and we're gonna swing it. So whatever the birds are flying, we're gonna rearrange decoys and move that way. We're gonna leave the boat here in a little cove that is kind of like covered with all the vegetation, and that's gonna be the plan. So as for decoys, I think that I put about a dozen and a half of decoys. So I put pintails and widgeons on one side. I got some mallards, I got some teal. We have seen an insane amount of fish. So in case that we don't see birds, we have seen an insane amount of fish. Let's cross fingers and hopefully we smack some birds. So see you guys in a minute. Teal. Dude, I destroyed it, that thing.
Oh, dude, he flew up again.
Come on, that bird. Come on. Fetch it up. Come on. Over. Fetch it up. Fetch it up. That bird. Come on. Come on. Here. Hold. My bird. Good boy. Yeah, there's nothing left, dude. The thing got shredded.
Did you just get that one?
Please. The thing is shredded, dude.
Did you just get that one?
Yeah. Camera, place. They decoyed it though, so we might have to switch this way. Good job, Momo. Good job. I should have let them land, dude. Should have not taken that shot. I forgot I had the mid-range on. Should have just let him land and call it a day. All right, I got one over here. All right, here we go. Ah, the shot just spooked him. Yeah, everything seems to be flying on this side, but really far. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. we're gonna move the decoys forward so we can have a little bit more visual, because everything is flying on that end like this.
Yeah.
So let's see if we can patrol them back. Just stay tight to the edge of the tree line so you can. What time is it?
7:08.
Okay. Camera. Here. Not through there, bro. Please. Please. Good boy. Don't move. I turned him. Let one pass and you take the other one. As long as they're in range though. I got no visual. It's too many boats, dude. Yeah, bro. That's a lot. Just gonna open this pattern, dude, because they're getting really close. That's why I push those decoys out, so see if we can give some space. They're getting way too close. I don't want to keep shredding them to pieces. Should have not taken that shot though. That was my bad. That was dumb of me. No, but it's just like I beat myself up because I should have known better. Besides this really pressure area, one of the biggest problems that we have is that the engines are too loud and too fast. If you're working birds, people are moving their boats everywhere. Your chances of like trying to get them close enough, maybe not a decoying, but close enough, are really hard because these guys are just booking it through here. So, and then when you get some to work, you guys saw what happened. You get people that are really far away that have no business and don't have no chance to get those birds to decoy on their end, and they just blew it off. So yeah, that's where we are right now. I should have let those teal decoy and just land and then lift them up and take a more ethical shot instead of. I really thought that I had the first one when I sent this first shot, but completely forgot that I had the mid range, and that thing is super tight at that distance. So, and then, well, you guys saw what happened. I shot one, and there's barely anything left. So. Yep, we'll see what's gonna happen here. taking? You got them both, or you got
I
them
got
one?
them both, buddy.
There we go, bro.
That was still alive.
Commodore, dead bird, where are you? Got him. Commodore, dead bird.
He's still alive. He's still alive over there.
Huh?
He's still alive over there. I'll let Palmer grab him.
I got him.
Will he grab him if he's alive?
Commodore, dead bird. That bird took a lot of shots.
He's floating. Hey, hey.
Commodore, over.
Where's he going? What's he doing?
I don't know. Over. Commodore. And I don't have his collar on him. Commodore. Over. Over. Here, big boy. Here. Come on, big guy. Dead bird. Back. Oh boy. Fetch him up. There you are. Good bopper. Look at you. Good boy. Hold. Hold, my bird. Good boy. Woohoo. Good boy. Place, big guy. Place. Good boy. Good boy, Momo. It's been a couple of days. I had to kind of let everything simmer down in my head in order to do this. So this video is gonna get too long, so I'm gonna go straight to the chase. We got there on time. Tons of people, tons of boats. First group, 2 teal, come from my left. I decided to send one shot just to see where we were, what was going on. Missed them. Second group come in. And here, I'm gonna get more in detail in a video that is coming right after this one on this. But if you guys saw what happened, one wasn't expecting those birds to come in that close, and the 2 best options that I had, which I took neither of those 2, were the following. The best option, the totally perfect scenario, was let him land, wait until Toby arranged himself. Toby had to move a little bit out because where he was sitting, he had a lot of vegetation in front of him. Let those birds land, get him up, take an ethical shot. That would have been game over. The other scenario would have been send the shots. So those 2 birds, you guys are what I'm seeing. 2 birds come in, they get in, send the shots. I picked the bird. If you notice in the footage, I shoot at the back bird. I didn't shoot at the first one, I shot at the back bird. Sent 2 shots, missed them. The first one, I had my mid-range choke. They were really close. The pattern didn't open enough on time. And I missed the first shot, I sent it on top. The second shot, I overcompensated, sent it on the bottom. I should have sent the third shot to that one bird and not switch to this first bird, but that's not what I did. What I ended up doing was send 2 shots to this back bird and then had that bird extremely close and unfortunately take the shot. And why I say unfortunately is because the bird got destroyed. I wasn't able to find breast or anything else that was consumable at that point, and that kind of goes completely against of what I want to do as a waterfowl. That bird lost his life, and I couldn't even eat it. So moving forward, tons of boats. When I say tons of boats, is crazy the amount of boats. But the problem that I encounter with this is there's boats with extremely powerful engines, gator tail engines, or mud skippers or mud boats. Here's the problem: if you get there on time and you cause the chaos of those engines going full speed and all the craziness, which I didn't understand why you had to go full speed in open water. You didn't have vegetation or mud on the areas that you were cruising by, but whatever. That's one thing. But when it's through and through the entire time that you have boats back and forward, that makes it a little bit difficult for birds to work. If you're stationary in an area where like the most congregation of birds are, then maybe, but for everybody else that is spread out through this body of water was a bust because you are moving around. So moving forward, one of the beautiful things of this hunt is, as you guys know, I've recently moved. I haven't been able to sit with my calls and just practice enough to get into the warm up and just get my lungs suspended and get everything ready for the season. So I pretty much kind of like jumped in. One of the beautiful things was that I turned an insane amount of birds by calling and just, know when to hit them with the comeback call, know when to chuckle, know when get more volume, less volume. It's kind of like a trial and error. And I've been doing this for 4 years. And the first 2 seasons, I don't think I'd ever sit down and analyze the whole part. But now I'm focusing more on that. I'm not the greatest caller out there, but I realize the different results that you get by getting more pressure on the call, less pressure depending on what the bird is doing and where they are and how comfortable they are. So that kind of was a perfect time for me to try all this stuff out because it worked. The only problem with this was I had two groups of people hunting far back behind of us, and unfortunately, I don't think that they grasp the concept that somebody's working birds and those birds are working those decoys. Let it be. Don't call. Those are not your birds. Those birds are not working for you, are working for somebody else. Let them, they're putting the work. You haven't called. You didn't do any call when the birds were approaching. The birds are approaching in front of me. So the birds are coming. The first thing that they're seeing is me, not you. So let me work them. If I miss them or they flare, then at that point you can do whatever. But it's kind of annoying when somebody having call, when somebody don't got birds close to them, and once they see that the birds are paying attention to your stuff, then decide that that's the right time for them to start calling and trying to get those birds into their decoys, even though that the birds were not interested on that, they're interested on what I'm doing and where we are. Mid morning, we got two more teal come through to the Toby's side, and unfortunately, I have vegetation in front of me, so I sent the first shot through the vegetation, as you can see. I sent the second shot. I missed all three shots. Toby got both birds. Unfortunately, one of the teals dove on him, and doves on Commodore. We sent Commodore. Commodore. There was a lot of debris in the water. A lot of lily pads. A lot of driftwood. There was a lot of debris in the water, and Commodore got confused, followed the wrong thing, and what I think happened, because this happened to me in the past quite a few times, is that teal are really good at, once you set the shot, you get them in the water and they still have some juice in them, you send another shot, they die. And unfortunately, if there's a lot of vegetation, teal are known for getting under that vegetation, getting caught onto the thick grass, and drowning. They don't surface again. And we couldn't see them surface regardless. I had open water, we had Commodore in one end, I'm in the middle, Toby's on that side, and that bird never popped up. So what I think is that it lost. All in all, it was an okay hunt. It's really hard for somebody that just moved in and trying to figure out spots. And I found the right spot. Unfortunately, with the trolling motor, we cannot reach that far safely. Problem would be like we might get there. The problem is the comeback. So, and adding an extra battery in the boat, it will imply that it's too much weight at that point. So that's just a junk boat. It's a 14 footer. So, and we had all the gear and everything in Commodore. So it's too much weight. So the spot that I initially picked, and I was like, here's the money. That was where everybody went. We ended up having to compromise and get something in the middle. It was okay hunt. Not the outcome that I was expecting, and that first bird actually kind of like changed my mood for the rest of the hunt due to the fact of what happened and what you saw happen. So just remember, check your tubes before you start shooting. If the birds are way too close and you know that even with the most open spread tube, you're still going to cause greatly damage and not able to save that meat, let them land. If you're working with if you're hunting with somebody else, maybe let them take a shot if they're farther out, or let them land, spook them, follow through, and when you're in a range that is considerable as decent, take your shot. I knew better. I knew way better, and I think that mentally wise, one of the things that happened was the uncertainty of knowing if that was the only two birds that you're going to see through the day because of everything that is going on around you. And that pressure made me make the worst decision that could have been made. So live and learn, and I hope that this helped everybody else out there. If you're watching this video, that can help you recognize those kind of situations. We're not here just to shoot a bird. We are trying to ethically hunt a bird that is gonna be put in a plate at home. So just be cognizant about that. Just be aware of the kind of situations. I moved those decoys several times, push them back, and the birds are still getting way too close. So thank you so very much for watching. Don't forget, I'm going to be releasing a video. I made a video in the past similar to this. This is going to be a little bit more thorough, and I had to give days for me to simmer down and cool down, because it's not fair for you guys to watch a video where I'm really upset conveying this type of information. So just stay tuned. That's going to be coming out probably right after Thanksgiving, and you guys can watch it. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Thank you so very much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell so you can be notified every time that I upload a video, and I will see you in the next one. Pancho.